What is up, everyone? Live from my bedroom because my house is a construction zone, but you know what it is. Crypto Kings are back. We got some alpha, some entertainment. We got some projects we got to talk about. B Roots, how you feeling, my man?
What's
Looking
going
good. The
on?
Gucci.
Going on? Gucci, Gucci, Gucci. Versace. No
Let's
name.
let's go. Well, looks like our stream's working today. I can see the number of people in here. So if you are just joining the Crypto Kings, guys, smash that like button. Let's send that algorithm to the sky, get people in here, and subscribe to the Crypto Kings. You missed some crazy alpha. What was Beers? You clipped it up the other day, and it wasn't even the first time we had talked about Loop Network. But what is it up right now? I think Loop Network's at like a 50 or around a 50 mil market cap, 45 ish. What was it at when we talked about it on that stream? I think a 4x from there.
5 million market cap.
Ooh.
It was at $5 to $6 million market cap. It dipped down after we talked about it, down to like a $4 million market cap. So you actually could have gotten a better position than I could have at that time. And then it just took off, just as expected. It was a layer one with great marketing. But we'll talk a little bit more on that a little later.
Absolutely, man. Well, I know the people want to hear. Bears are crying right now because they wanted to drop. They're shorting like crazy, but they're getting wrecked in their shorts because I don't think the markets are going to drop. And if they do, it's a small correction. B Roots, everyone wants to hear that. TA, that you do so well. Obviously, things haven't moved that much since Monday, but we got to pull the charts up. We got to show it because we need receipts when things go the way that B Roots said.
I like my Jamel guys. He's always in there. B-Roots is always right.
V-Roots is always right. He spammed the comments hard. People were getting mad at him last time. Let me see if I can put these glasses on real quick. See if I can pull this off from my bedroom. All
See,
right.
dollar. There it is.
While,
There's the
while,
charts. The
while
chart.
B-Root, while you're pulling that up, B-Roots, I just want to say what up to the people in the chat. Ben Ricks, what up, my man? We got the Zeus Army in the house. Mr. Nobody, my guy. Let's get it, Peter. Let's see. We got Jamal. We're seeing some regulars come in here these days. Z, what up, my man? Paveways TV. What's good? We got everyone in the chat, guys. Smash that like button. We just doubled in our numbers. Let's double it one more time because the Crypto Kings love X's, man. We love X's. We love X in our life, X in our charts, and X in this show. Let's get it. All right, Beards.
Hey.
Share that screen. What up, Vemp God?
Share screen. Bam. Screen
Here we
number
go.
2. Bam.
Let's
There
see
it
what's
is.
good.
There it is. Let's get this thing straightened out here. Our typical chart. This is our bull run chart right here. Our bull run chart. Only bulls are allowed in here to view this chart. Get out. And make sure you hit the like button 3 times when you get out.
hit it on your way out.
Hit it 3 times on your way out. So yeah, still going faster than what I wanted to, but it looks good. We just got denied twice of this level. So we got hit, denied. Let's do it on a daily so we can kind of see more what's going on here. Okay, so that's just a flag. That's a beautiful flag. If you were trading this, like day trading, bam, would be your buy-in level. There would be your sell level. Look at this. Boom. Could have bought, sold, buy, sold, buy, sold. One of these ones, people are going to wait to buy here, and they're not going to get it. It's just going to go like this, like boom, boom. It's going to fake you out, and then boom, and then hit to the next level. Then all those people who are looking to sell here, they push that price up because they want to do it again right there. This is a bigger range of motion. This right here is the target, I believe, for this inverse and head and shoulders, if I remember correctly. So I'll take that line right there, up to that line, take that line. Yeah. So
Damn.
this is areas where's that target's at. So I expect a lot of rejection, right here. As you can see, this right here, this area right here, there's been a lot of price action in this area right here. And you also can see why this is so hard to break above this because of this. Matter of fact, this actually could be, it's funky looking, but it could be, let me go to weekly. Maybe it'll look better. No, I was going to say it could be an inverse head and shoulders within an inverse head and shoulders, which would be super bullish because this could be one, this big one could be one, and we could be creating one right here. If that's true, I'm doing this all live, by the way. I haven't even messed around with that. Man, if that's true, you're looking at a what do you know? 46, 43, 43. So that could be something. That's getting a little ahead of ourselves, so I'm not trying to go there right now. But if you just, bottom line is, if you just follow the lines, you know where the market's going to correct. Whether you're in altcoins, whether you're in Bitcoin, whether you're Ethereum, they all pretty much kind of go together. So maybe you put the line here and you already got a lot of money in the altcoin and Bitcoin gets to this line, maybe sell the altcoin. That's what I would do. Maybe I'll sell that altcoin. When it gets to this line, I know the market's going to pump again. I buy that altcoin. Maybe it gets to this line and everyone's going to freak out and the price is going to correct. Maybe I sell that altcoin. Here's the thing. In between these rises right here, altcoins will move faster. So they will get more and more and more gains. But when it comes down, they lose a lot of their gains. So right now, we're just going in this little back and forth right here, right here, right here. And this is, in my opinion, bullish because what we're doing is we're pushing up against resistance. You want to push against resistance. You don't want to sit on support. When you sit on support, it's likely to break down. When you push up against the resistance, it's likely to break up. All of this is probabilities. Right now, we're pushing on resistance. And in my opinion, nice little pump right there. In my opinion, we're heading to the next spot, and that is the goal of that $33,000 to $34,000.
So you think right now the resistance is, what is it, like? I think you said 29.5, or is it 31.5?
I would say 29, anywhere from 29 to 29.5. So right now we're at 28,250, just under resistance.
And you saw we wicked up over 29.
Yeah, today we worked out. So we hit it got pushed back down. But it's not like it's getting pushed back down and going back to the support. This is support. 25,250 is support. This is resistance. So you can actually day trade this right here. It's not going down to the major. When I say major resistance, this is the major resistance right here, like there. This right here is just its own little thing that's going on right here. It's not that big of a deal. So it can easily break this and go down to here. Easily. Just as easy it can break this and go up, maybe it's right here first before it goes up to the main target. So we're just flagging out. And this could go on, I would say probably Sunday this weekend. If we don't break this by maybe this weekend, this is going to get too drawn out, and then it's going to probably start rolling over, is what you'll see. So I would say by the end of this week, we want to see us go up, and we don't want to see this candle end like this. That's called a gravestone doji. Let me show you what that candle looks like.
And because, like, Beards, you were saying too, like that line that it's about to touch, the one below that, and basically the head and shoulders, you predicted to consolidate below that line right there and then break out. But things are just been a little more bullish. Do you think it's involving like the bank crisis? People are just like, wow, crypto is really the answer, and you're getting a touch of retail and big money starting to realize their money's probably safer in Bitcoin than holding it in these banks. Do you think that has anything to kind of play into the factor of this, bullish nature that we're in, like
That's
extra bullish?
that's news, and I don't care about the news. When we were down here, I didn't care about the news. I told you stop listening to the news. That doesn't change my perspective up here. I still don't listen to the news. I still don't pay attention to the news. I heard there was another bank that went down. I had no idea what bank went down. I heard about Silvergate and I heard about the
Silicon.
That's it. If another one shut down since then, I have no idea. I'm not paying attention to it. Like, I don't care. I am in money making mode, and I'm not going to let the news change my mindset on what I feel about an asset or whether I should sell or buy an asset. I wrote these lines up here and told you that every line is going to get rejected before any of the news came out. So I don't care. Show me the chart and I will tell you the news. What they are doing is they are giving you a reason to why 29,250 got rejected.
And this is something we both been kind of preaching, and like obviously I've learned this just from like, especially from like watching the chart, watching you hit it right on the head. And we both been preaching this because, and I think that's why our following is exploding, bro, because listen, people were so in the bear market focused on news and FTX, and you get caught up watching these drama YouTubers, and it doesn't make you feel good. First off, second off, you're trading emotionally, you're getting futtered out of your position, then you're emotionally buying back into a position when you probably should have just held or made a rational, emotionless decision and stuck to a game plan. And people are starting to see like the predictions coming from this show. They're right. They're spot on. The news, the world's burning down, and we're chilling over here making profits. And I believe that's a huge part of why the crypto kings have blown up, because of that reason right there. We're watching charts, we're looking for opportunities, and we're not being manipulated and getting emotional over what is going on in the news. And you're seeing a lot of these drama YouTubers, their following is dying, and the people that were following them, they're not making money. They're feeling like crap all the time, and you're seeing us shill tank. You're seeing the crypto kings, our YouTube. It's blowing up, and I believe that's a huge part of the reason.
Yeah, it's when you stick to the same narrative that works and that is right, over time the others lose. So over time, and we'll go over that when I talk about Pulsechain and how they got the following going up. You stick with the truth. When you stick with the truth, there's no one that can FUD you out, because every single time anyone tries to say you do this, you do that, or you should do this, or you should do that, or you're not going to make it here, or you're not going to make it there, you stick to the truth, sooner or later you're going to win. And you're starting to see that, like you said, you're starting to see that in the numbers. For a while, we were getting FUDed. We were pumping dumpers. We were this, we were that, we were this, we were that. We stuck to our true bones. And what happens? They're not pumping dumpers. They're really trying to help us. Look what they're doing. They've been telling us the whole time. They're right. And then it takes over. You're seeing it with Richard Hart. People call Richard Hart a scammer. People still call him. But you're starting to see it less and less and less and less, because he's stuck with his same way. He's stuck with it. He keeps going. And over time, he wins. And over time, those fudders just fall off the wayside. So
they just disappear, man. And they got more views in the bearish times because it was so much drama. And you see how CNN and Fox do it. I mean, they're drama clickbait. And I mean, even the media and MMA, they're looking for drama because it's clickbait. But people are realizing, man, they're sick of the fear narrative. They're sick of the drama. They want to make money. They want to get life-changing gains, and they want to learn something productive. And like you said, man, sticking to the truth, not only in crypto, but in life. There's truth. Truth will prevail. It might take longer, but yeah, the truth is where it's at.
Yeah, let's bring up the portfolio.
How we doing? Loop Network should be in there, but
should be. $49,201. Looks like just sideways action. Nothing really crazy.
Anything pop up? Anything move up in rankings?
Let's see here. I don't
And
think
for
so.
those of the people who don't know what's going on, B-Roots has accepted a challenge. Well, he created it too, but he's doing $30K to $2 million challenge using zero meme coins just to. I mean, what motivated this? Was it just like the slap in the face for the futters and people say B-Roots only knows meme coins? Well, like, obviously it's to make money, but like, what motivated this?
That's the name I have for myself. Oh, he only does meme coins. Well, Loop Network, you're about to get wrecked for saying I can only do meme coins. And then this right here is just research that I do on coins. So when I see these, I look at these, I just look for first mover advantage coins. The only ones like Locker Token is going to take a little longer than I want for this. Sombra, I'm not too happy about the performance. I told you yesterday in a tweet, if a coin hasn't really done a 2x over its all-time low, I'm not so bullish on you. Let's look at what Sombra has done. Let's see here. So they are a $2.6 million market cap. Don't want to do that. Look at that. It really hasn't moved since I've gotten in. Well,
it looks like a little bit of accumulation, though.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's accumulating. So let's let that accumulate. What is this again? I forgot. See here, Sombra. Oh yeah, this is the one that's got Beyonce and all the stars in them. So yeah, I do want to keep this for that reason. Yeah. This thing is one. These are one of those coins that's gonna pop off, bro. Like it's just the least expected when it does pop off.
Wow, look at those graphics.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I'm 100%.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, it's got like basketball stars, like it's got some stars on them. So I think these are one of those coins that's like nobody sees coming, but they're getting like all the like popular people in mainstream media, and out of nowhere, it's just like bam, takes off. So yeah, see, they've got connections for sure. You're not allowed to rock Honda and Delta on your website without
having the connections and or paying big money for those rights.
Yeah, so that one, I'm definitely keeping for a $2.6 million market. Look at the volume. No one's trading.
What's the market cap?
2.5.
Ooh,
nobody's trading it. Nobody's talking about it. The Twitter, 11,000 followers or 114,000 followers. The future of gaming. I mean, they've got a lot of action, man.
But boom, we just hit 100 people in the chat. And we only got...
Nobody's trading the coin, but I like it, man. I like this. So, yeah, I'm going to keep Sombra for sure. And there's a couple laggers. But here's the difference of what I did versus what I think a lot of people are in, and why I said if your coin has a 2x by now, it's got issues. How do you approach it? I'm approaching this. When I look at Sombra, I'm like, all right, this coin has only been out since, let's see here, a little over a year. It boomed up, but it really didn't have a legit cycle. So it's kind of just accumulating. I know that, hey, something like this is going to take off later. But I'm going in there with the mindset that, hey, I'm still a trader, and hey, I'm going to take my profits. But hey, this is a pack of coins that I'm not touching till the end of the bull market. If that's your mindset, cool. But if you're constantly looking at the chart, if you're constantly wondering why the price isn't going up, you no longer feel confident about that coin. You're becoming emotional on it, and then you're looking at other coins going up, and you're like, you're not going to make it, and most likely that coin's not going to make it. So that's my mindset where I said, if it hasn't 2x yet, it's not going to make it. If you're in a coin that's been out for 4 years and it hasn't 2x this price ball market, that coin sucks. That's simple. If it's been through a cycle, a full cycle, and it hasn't 2x yet, that coin sucks.
From when? From like, what would you say?
If it was here in 2020 and it lasted that whole big run up from 2020 to 2021, and then it went down and it's sitting there right now and it hasn't 2x yet, probably not going to make it. So
because I mean, what if coins, like, obviously a lot of coins corrected, maybe just say during the FTX fiasco when we hit 15.5, are you talking about from 15.5 to 28K where we're sitting at right now?
Yeah.
If your coin has not, if your coin, and when was that? What's the date on that? So people can kind of,
it's like November, December.
So if your coin is not, basically, let's just say end of last year, and it has not 2x on this run up that we've had January, February, March, end of March right now, 3-4 months, you should probably check the fundamentals with it and just at least, not financial advice. This show, guys, too, is never financial advice. We're just two guys who have taken over crypto, and we just give our opinions on stuff. But yeah, I mean, it is very good to check it out, because if your coin, like you said, if it's sitting there while everything's getting bullish, while Bitcoin is up, 18-20% from that, no, basically almost 2x.
Yes. Think about this.
Yeah.
Think about this. So this is how I
if Bitcoin 2x's and yours doesn't, problem.
Yeah, it's probably not good. So back in November 9th, when the drop happened, here we go. I'll tell you here. The total market cap, November 9th, was, wait, is that right? Something's off. Oh, that's why. I'm looking at freaking 2021. I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, there's no way. So when it dropped, the total market cap was 100,000 million, 860 billion. Now that total market cap is sitting at 1.2 trillion. So 500 billion went into the crypto space. Why hasn't your coin in that meantime at least 2x'd? That's not good. That 500 billion went somewhere else. It went to partial Bitcoin. It went partial Ethereum. When you look at the top 20, those coins really aren't moving. So it didn't go to those coins. It didn't go to the top 50 coins. So where is it coming to? There's coins that are taking over, being moved up, like Loop Network. All of a sudden, Loop Network pulled a 6x in that time span, a 6x in network in value. So 500 billion, maybe 25 million of it went to Loop Network. This amount went to this coin. 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 This amount went to, and it keeps going to that 500 billion is done with. But if we do another 2x in total market cap, and your coin's just sitting there, that's another 500 billion. So what are you going to do? And your coin is just sitting there when $1 trillion of extra revenue somehow got put into all these other coins, and the coin's just sitting there like this. It's a competitive market. Not going to make it. So that's what I mean.
I mean, look at Hex.
Yeah.
Hex did, what was it, 3 cents when that crash hit? And, it hit 13 cents, 13.5.
Of that 500 billion, you ready for this, for Hex, in the last, let's say, 90 days?
And that's a larger cap.
Billion, Hex went, I can't look at that because they freaking gatekeep it.
That's a whole different stream.
A whole different stream right there. So, I don't know. Do they give you the market cap Heronomics?
Hex is always a weird one to try to look at.
We'll put it this way. We just do some addition. So we're at 9 cents, approximately 9 cents. Hex is a $12 billion market cap, and it went up 3x. So it was a $4 billion market cap coin at the bottom. So approximately $8 billion Of that 500 billion, you know where that went to? 8 billion. Hex stole 8 billion of it. And now Hex is sitting at 9.2 cents. It actually went up to 12 cents. So that's just showing you right there that that's why I said most of it's not happening in the top 25. Look at the top 15. Red, 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 Hex green. You know, these guys are losing it. Hex is taking it. It's a competitive market. Where is all that value going to? It's going somewhere. When it gets sold, it has to go somewhere. It might go into USDC, might go in USDT. Right now, it looks like it's going into Hex. So that's what I mean. Yeah, actually Hex went to 2 cents, not 3 cents. So it stole even more, 6 billion. So that's what I mean by you need to look at the space as a whole and really look at your coin and say, it's performing, or it's building. It's not performing yet because its time is not ready. It hasn't get its full cycle. It's still building. But if you're looking at if I'm over here talking about the graph, let's just look at just a random coin. No hate on the graph, but just a random coin I'm picking up. So it actually went lower before that. So 5 cents, it 3x. So that's not bad. So the graph did something different. I mean, it's not looking bad. Let's look at Tezos. Oh hell no.
That's not looking good, man. And you know, like in crypto,
when you see this, the whole market just is killing gains, and you're sitting less than a 2x. I mean, I don't know why you would be a Tezos bull. That doesn't look good. It's not performing with the market. It's slowly dying off. In my opinion, it's dead.
And you know, in crypto too, things can be resurrected. Some narrative can pop out, something can pop up, but unless you have just play money you're willing to let sit there, and or you know something that other people don't know, I think that's kind of that tweet, you know, is like, man, really think what you're holding your money in, because you know, especially if a coin doesn't 2x when Bitcoin almost 2x, you know, it's a crapshoot. Your percentage of winning in that project is so low. So unless you're just chilling and you have crazy convictions, but you got to ask yourself too, and Beards, are you getting emotional? Are you in love with this coin? We talk about it all the time.
It might be a moon bag. See, that's
different. It could be a moon bag.
Yep. A moon bag, you don't care anymore because you've already taken your profits. You know, you've already done it. People ask me, well, what about Colt? You think Colt's done? Is Colt this and that? Oh, Colt didn't 2x, so is that over? I don't know, man. I took out 6 figures in Colt. Literally, my moon bag is still up 50x. So for me, I still think it's possible. I'm holding it. Why not? You know, if Bitcoin does another 2x and Bitcoin sitting at 35, 40,000 and Colt's still sitting at the same price, now I start thinking a little bit that moon bag probably ain't mooning anytime soon. So what's going on? I'll ask questions. I'll figure it out. I'll dig a little deeper. That's different than being a maxi and saying, no, it's going to the moon. No matter what, it's going to the moon. Bitcoin's sitting at 60,000, still sitting there. Oh, it's going to go to the moon. You're losing opportunity. So that's the stuff you got to think about. Is it a moon bag? If you've already taken profits, that emotion's gone. You don't care anymore. But if you
forget about it.
Yeah, you forgot about it. If you put it in there, then you just put it in there and you're still sitting at like a 20% gain. That's good in the traditional markets. That's horrible in crypto. So,
and you know, it's like you see the people who don't do that and take profits and become emotionally involved. That emotion translates over to anger, which then translates to a very toxic person in your community. And they think they're fighting for the project and coming at all the influencers or people that talked about it. They don't talk about it anymore. But actually, you're just creating more of a toxic environment that people look at it, the ecosystem, and they're like, yo, I don't want nothing to do with that. Like, obviously, this dude did not take profit. He's wrecked. and he still thinks it's going to go up. So he's going to blame everyone else except himself, and then he's going to FUD himself. He's basically going to try to FUD people, but what he's doing is FUDing the project, making it a toxic environment that your average investor is going to look at and say no thanks.
Exactly. So yeah, man, it's we kind of got a little off tangent there, but I mean, it's definitely something that's something you should be looking at. When I make my observations and my trains around, and everyone's like, "Why did you take this off your profile? Why did you take?" Guess what, man? I'm not a maxi in anything. I'll tell you straight up, I'm not a maxi in anything. I hold coins, I like coins, but you can get dropped just as fast as you got picked up with me.
You're a maxi in them gains.
That's the mentality you have to have. I do not fall in love with the coin. I can be bullish on it, but if you're not performing, it's about what have you done for me lately. It's that simple. That's the mindset you need to have in crypto.
And it's not like both of us, we can both say, and we don't need to bring up anything, but why do we say this now? Well, because we have fallen in love. And guess how that worked out? Not good. And I'm sure you have listened to this stream of fallen in love to a project, gotten too emotionally attached. And how did that work out? And I liked how you put up the other day, like, it's like, let's look at the history of things. How's Blockbuster doing? That was the best, biggest freaking company. Everyone loved Blockbuster. That thing, you couldn't do any wrong. But technology and this world evolves and things change. Businesses fail. Businesses don't last forever. Crypto projects don't last forever. So you get in, you take your profits, you 100% get behind the community. I'm not telling you pump and dump everything you get. I'm not telling you to cheat out. I'm telling you, when you get in the green that high, take those profits, and obviously not financial advice, do what you want, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to get in projects. We're going to take profits. We're going to hold bags. We're going to push with the community. And if it's turning south, we're going to keep a moon bag and we're going to keep it moving.
Yeah, that's all it is, man. It's a cycle, and there's cycles within cycles. So the question is how can you win? Sometimes Telegram is your worst enemy. You get too close, you get in those telegrams, and then you're just like, oh, I'm in love, and let's get together. And then when you finally take profits, they're like, why'd you sell? What'd you sell for? It's like, bro, like you're in this to make money. Like, you're not in this to unless you're in this to make friends. If you're in this to make friends and you have no friends in real life and you just want some Telegram friends, and so be it. Go ahead and do your thing. But
I like what Dixon said. It's even like the most legendary fighters of them all. The true fans know who they are, but in the promotion, they're only as good as their last fight. And the second they can't fight, they are discarded and they are done, left high and dry. They're not getting paid after that. They're not getting anything. So it's like it happens in life. Life is cyclical, and so you guys got to be ahead of the curve. Know what is the truth and have that game plan. Follow the history. So we got off topic, but yeah. Are we talking about Pulsechain now? We might as well move into that a little bit.
Yeah, man.
You still with your prediction? April 8th?
April 8th earlier.
I think you need an extension.
I can't stop now. It's not even April 8th yet. Gotta get to April 8th first for a change. But the reason I still think that that whole little hiccup that they had doesn't help, where they got it with the validators. But yeah, April 8th or earlier, I think Pulsechain is going to really, really open the eyes of the market. And I think it's going to take over as far as like FOMO, because you got to realize, peeps, think about this. These are people who have sacrificed for it. Let me break it down. Ivan on Tech, hundreds of thousands of subscribers. BitBoy, the #1 YouTube YouTuber,
influencer,
millions of subscribers. He sacrificed. And Superman, another microcap guy, he sacrificed. Joey, I forgot his name, the guy that talks really fast. He sacrificed. A lot of these people sacrifice. So all the main YouTubers have sacrificed for it. What do you think they're going to be talking about? When retail comes in, they're going to hear about Pulsechain. So, recommendation, not advice. Look into Pulsechain when it comes out. You would be stupid not to. Not saying to buy. If you already sacrificed, I'm not saying to sell. But if you have nothing, piece of the pie, because I got a feeling this market is going to probably 3, maybe 2 to 3x in total market cap from an all-time high. Those trillions of dollars need to go somewhere. And the hottest, newest thing that comes out most likely is going to get the majority of those trillions that trickles into the lower, that's not Bitcoin. So, yeah. The one thing we talked about also is that Twitter is just taking over. Pulsechain is just taking over Twitter. You do a Pulsechain tweet or something that actually makes sense within Pulsechain, you actually know what you're talking about, the community is on fire. And it's, in my opinion, I know it's a share of Hex and Pulsechain, but that just shows you, if I make a Hex tweet, it gets some very good, some good traction. Because I know what I'm talking about with Hex, and it makes sense and it's legit. So the Hex community will give you some love for it. The Pulsechain community is bigger, man. It's that simple. It's bigger. You make a Pulsechain tweet, like, jeez, dude, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm seeing it, and it makes me shake my head and say, yeah, man, when this thing comes out, it's taking over Twitter. So everything that's getting launched on Twitter, everything that's getting talked about, it's going to be Pulsechain. So if you're a developer and you're launching on Pulsechain, you probably want to be the coin that's skyrocketing on Pulsechain. So when that's happening, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to be more Pulsechain tags. It's going to be more of the coin that's getting launched on. Where's it launched at? Pulsechain. And I do think Pulsechain is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's coming. It's going to be massive when it happens. And then, you're just going to see, hey, how do I get even bigger? Like, it's going to come just naturally. But if you want to be part of the increase, if you want to grow your following, if you want to grow your network, the best thing to do is to get into the community that's hot before it gets hot, first off. And then the next thing is to talk about it and learn about it so you're able to actually convince other people why it's a good thing, why it's a bad thing. Let me share my screen real quick.
Yeah, and I mean, it's also a big opportunity for developers to say, hey, I'm the first dog token on Pulsechain. Hey, I'm the first AI project on Pulsechain. I'm the first Elon narrative on Pulsechain. And it just opens it up for first mover advantage for these developers on a new network that has probably some of the most hype and whales on the network. Now, I don't know if they're going to be aping into wild projects. We're going to kind of see how that goes. But the more projects that do well on Pulsechain, the higher the price will go.
Yeah. And I mean, and I really started to be honest with you, my journey within Twitter. I've always had my journey in doing my outrage marketing with Shib, but I never really took it to the T. Like, I took it, now I'm taking it to the T where I'm constantly talking about, the projects that I'm in. When Pulsechain came out, I said, I'm going to take it an extra step and I'm going to go at it and I want to grow my following massively. And it was fun to do so in the meantime. A lot of people might think if it's a job, like, it's not a job for me. It's very easy. What I did is I just looked at I really compared my analytics. I remember when we were talking with one of the guys and they wanted to see our analytics to sponsor Shield Tank. And I was like, analytics? How do I get once I saw my analytics, I was like, bro, I'm reaching more people than I thought I was reaching. And I had one guy I think he's part of Maxi. I think it's Gold Key. Gold Key. He was like, man, you don't get any hits. You don't get any of this. I was like, bro, are you serious? You have no idea. So Gold Key, this is for you. So we're gonna get a little controversial here because he said B Roots doesn't get any likes, B Roots doesn't get any views. I'm gonna show you when I do a Pulsechain tweet or I do a Hex tweet. I want to show you the amount of people it actually crosses. All right. This is how viral one can take its numbers. 28 days ago, 830 tweets. Impressions. This means people who have crossed my face, this goofy looking face with a pink Versace hat and glasses on. 3.55 million people in the last 28 days. My profile visits actually went down. So what I do is I break that down to see what I've done. Maybe I wasn't tweeting as much, but still 269,000 people went, checked out my profile. 53,000 people mentioned my name while my name was tagged into it, and my followers went up by 3,000 people. You look at February. So yeah, I do need to break it down. 880. I tweeted more. I tweeted less, but actually had 3.51 million impressions, 343,000 profile visits. So that's a pretty big month. 67,000 mentions, 2,900 followers added. So what you do is when you get onto your Twitter and you can check out your account, you can break down what actually is hitting bigger on your tweets and how you're tweeting. And you can actually break down and say what's working, what's not working. What do I need to do? Why did this tweet work? Why is it that for every $150 would have turned into $2.4 million? Why did this tweet really work out? I can tell you right off the bat why. One, receipts. I gave you receipts for that tweet. So that gained 86,000 impressions just because I did that. But also, I gave a fact. So if I give you a receipt and I'm going to tag it to Pulsechain, I'm going to give you an example of a Hex Pulsechain tweet that I'm actually going to come up on the top of my head right now. Hex $, always, when you talk about the coin, cash tag it with a $. Always. So cash tag Hex has been up 4 cents today, or 4x in the last blah, blah, blah months. That's a fact. And then I would say it's happening because of hashtag Pulsechain. Well, now if you're looking at Pulsechain and you type in Pulsechain into Twitter, now that tweet comes up also. But that hashtag Hex, if I type in Hex, I get the Hex people. And I got the Pulsechain people. And then I say, maybe Pulsechain is the next SHIB. Hashtag SHIB. Now, if you type in SHIB, now SHIB people know about Pulsechain. Now SHIB people know about Hex. Why? Because they typed in SHIB and they're reading something about SHIB, but it also consists of Pulsechain and Hex. And that's how I overtook, the outrage marketing to get these type of numbers. So you have to know how to do it. Don't just type Pulsechain. Don't just type Hex. Don't just type SHIB. Don't just type Zeus. Don't just type, whatever coin that you want to type in. You got to learn the hashtags and you got to know the cash tags with it. But at the same time, come with facts. And then what I always like to do is have a picture. As you can see, all these pictures, I have pictures, even if it's a just like that right there. Boom, there's my face. There's a picture of my face right there. Congratulations on that tweet. Like, what does that picture have anything to do with it? It doesn't matter. It gives you something to look at, not just read. And it combines it all. That is how Pulsechain's actually taking over Twitter. And it's doing it naturally, not with bots. These are real people doing it. That's what I like about Pulsechain, why Pulsechain's taking over Twitter, is because it's actually real. It's genuine. And people are actually talking about it and they're connecting it. So if you're not in that knowing how to connect coins like that, that's how you get impressions. That's how you get profile visits. And that's how, and hence, you get more followers. So, yes, gold key. I will cut this up for Twitter for you. That number, brother. so that's how you do it. Pulsechain is going to take over. I think we're learning that information. It gets even bigger. And the one last thing for Pulsechain, how it can get bigger and taking over Twitter. Let me stop this because I want to look at you bigger. You got to join other communities. It's that simple. Pulsechain is a layer 1. Everything's getting copied. You have to get out of the Hex and Pulsechain spaces calls and join the other spaces calls. You'll see me in all types of spaces calls, whether it's Zeus, whether it's Pulsechain, whether it's Hex, whether it's Mouseworm. I'm all over the place. But what happens when you talk about a coin that you really like? It grows and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. How did that happen? I didn't stay in my freaking tunnel, in my little box. I'm a Hexican. I only want to talk Hex. You're in a box. You're talking to the same people every single time. You're not growing out. You're not talking to people. You're not promoting shit. You're just in your little box of Hex. And that's why you see a lot of Hexicans top out at 4,000 followers. You'll see a lot of them, they top out at 4. 4 is their number, 4 or less. Why? Because they go into, and it's not talking shit. It's just the truth. It's because they sit in their box. The Pulsechain people or the Hexicans that have more than that, 10,000, 15,000, I bet you it's because they interact with other communities. They go out and they talk outside of it. So if you want Pulsechain to really, really, really grow and get bigger and bigger, you have to leave your network and talk to other people. And that will grow the ecosystem. But either way, I think that ecosystem is going to grow because the number is going to go up. But if you really want to increase that viral activity, you have to go outside the box. You are on mute, my dude.
Sorry, I got a construction zone, so I got to put it on mute sometimes. But speaking of other communities that, you know, we're seeing grow. First off, grow. Second off, we're getting engaged in. Let's talk about Loop Network, man. Let's just kind of go over what you've seen. Obviously, the price spiked in the past, or yesterday, I should say. Went back down a little, consolidated. Now it's kind of sitting, it's sitting pretty high. So, what are we seeing here? Are just more people hearing about it, more people catching on? Is it getting more exposure, or just the community's growing and people are catching on?
Both. People are catching on and they're seeing everything that we talked about. Let me present screen share. Bam. Bam. So, as you can see, man, I made these lines, and this is the opportunity line. So I made these lines, for me back here is where I made these lines. And I said, man, as soon as this line breaks, it's game over. So we dipped into it, and then we got right here. And this is kind of where I got in because I didn't know where we were going to go. But as you can see, it's just getting bigger. This is network effect. Bigger. People selling you off, people selling you off, people selling you off, but it's not going lower than this zone. Goes up, touches it, bigger. It looks like Ethereum. Remember we were looking at that Ethereum chart? Like, look at it now. And then it chills out, chills out, chills out. Bigger. And this is what the network effect is, because people are, like you said, are starting to hear about it. And I think it's over. I don't think you see these prices again. You could see this potentially.
We need to address this question real quick because we've been talking a lot about this. And he says it's too high, 40 mil already. Week one buyers are almost up 1,000x. Bro, and we've been talking about this. Everyone wants to get in, at that $1 million. Before it was everyone wants to get in 50K market cap, 100K, 150, 200. But you're going to get wrecked, man. This is a layer one. First off, look at Solana. We're calling this the next Solana. It's the fastest network per second on the market right now. It has the hype of Solana. People are catching on to it. I believe like VCs and whales aren't fully in yet. And I mean, if you're getting in at a $40 million market cap and it goes to 40 billion, how much is that?
1,000x.
That's 1,000x. That's 1,000x.
He's a Flexican. Guess what? At 1,000x, you could say the same thing about Hex. Guess what? 1,000x plus 1,000 times 1,000 plus what's 1,000x times 1,000x? Guess what?
No, 1,000x plus a 2x.
No, 1,000x
times a 2x.
Times 1,000 times 1,000 is a 10,000x. Hex is a 10,000x. So, or sorry, you're right. 1,000. The next 1,000x basically, you're looking at my math
2,000x.
2,000x. So what I'm saying is Hex did a 10,000x. What about all those people that said the same thing that you said it? Same thing people said about SHIB. Oh, it's not going to do that. It's people are already up. You got left behind. Bye. See ya. And kept going. So yeah, I'm up more gains than you guys. I am. It's a fact. But that doesn't mean you can't find a position to get in. Now, if I was the Flexican and I was thinking like that, I 100% get what you're saying. So let's go back to the screen share if you can. Okay. You would say, all right, I want to get in though. Give me a position to give in. Well, I'm not giving you anything, but if I wanted to get in, I would make lines. Well, right here, it topped off. When I go zoom in, it wanted to, it retested that. So right there, 7 cents. You could say something like, if it goes back to 7 cents, I'll get in. But here's the thing. I bet you won't. That's opportunity for you. That's 3x from where we're at right now. I bet you won't. Why won't you get in? Because the candles will be going red, no longer green. So even if you wanted to get in, you still wouldn't have got in because most people like to buy red candles.
Sell red candles.
Or sell red candles, yeah. So what's the next level? Next level, right here. 15 cents. So you could have targets. And the next level will be right here. Yeah. 10 cents.
And he came back and said, yeah, that's what he's saying. He's looking.
Yeah, so
there will be a retracement.
And you're like, yeah, I want to get in. This is how I want to do it. I would say, yeah, sure. Target 1 for me would be 15 cents. Target 2 for me, 10 cents. Target 3 for me, 7.5 cents. If it breaks down to there, I'd probably take a loss because that's a big pump, and coming all the way down here means like these people didn't want the coin. But you're not seeing that right now. You're kind of seeing it kind of level out and just kind of chill back and forth. So it tried to break down and it's like, nope, go back up. So that's what you're seeing. And look at those lines. Look how it works out. Watch me go to 4 hour. It makes it even crazier. See how that works? Bam, 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 boom, out. I'll go to the 1 hour. It makes it even crazier. See how it works? Bam, 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 bam. Next level. Bam, 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 bam. Next level. So that's how this game works when I'm making these lines. I didn't do that. I drew that right in front of you. So yeah, if you think 40 million is a lot, it's not. It's still a small cap. It's no longer a micro cap. It's a small cap. Solana is a large cap. It still has another. If you wanted to catch Solana right now, let's see here. Right now, it's at a $40 million market cap.
40 billion.
40 million right now. It's at 40 billion.
Solana. Oh no, Solana.
Solana
What's Solana
right now is at an $8 billion market cap, but it topped out at a $77 billion market cap. Now, hear me out.
Even if it does half of it.
No, not even that. Watch this. That is half of it. This is why. If I think that the total market cap is going to 2 to 3x, so another 2 to 3, 4, like probably another 4 trillion from here, that means this will 2 to 3x. So if it pulls the Solana, it really would be like a $200 billion market cap. You get what I mean? Because this was the last cycle it topped out at.
Yeah.
So that means the next cycle should be even higher than this. So by 2 to 3x. So if it does half of a Solana compared to the money that's coming into the market from the price going up, guess what? That's what this number is.
Right? Yeah, no.
Half of a Solana, technically. So,
could you imagine a 2000x from here?
So you ready for this? Now let's get into the let's really get into it now. This is the potential and the power of numbers. Hold on. Did I lose you here?
No. I saw your calculator. It went away.
Am I still screen sharing?
No, it went away. You deleted out.
Hold on.
And Dixon, for your question, I would absolutely be an MMA judge to help them stop ruining our sport. It should all be ex-fighters.
Let's see here, calculator. And this is a good point right here I'm about to make. That's why my calculator, because I got too many screens up. Calculator's not going to. All right, so let me just do this.
Some alpha.
Yeah.
Smash that like button, guys, if you want to hear this alpha.
Just do it on my phone. $75 billion. And this is the people that say it can't happen. And that's every single bull run. There's always that coin that does it. And hopefully Loop Network is the one. 100,000 million billion divided by 40 million is your gains if it did half of a Solana in the next bull market. From the price we're at right now, that is a 1,875x from where we are at right now.
Wow.
So do you think those people in Solana that, when Solana was at $5 and it went way out that it wasn't going to happen? That's the point I'm making. The point I'm making is find entry points in times like this, because one of these coins is going to just keep going, and your jaw is going to drop. It happens every single bull market, and I don't expect that to stop this bull market. And that's why I do what I do. I find the coins, and then I leave them in bag, because it worked out for me for SHIB, and I've seen it happen in 2017. So there's no reason it's not going to happen in 2023, 2024.
Facts. Yeah, man. I mean, Loop Network's one of my biggest holdings currently, and I think Pulsechain will be up there as well. So I'm just waiting for the launch of that. Excited for that. And why don't we talk about a project that, more of the meme coin space, but huge potential of serious gains. We found it on Shill Tank last week. Last Thursday, we had a Shill Tank. They came on at a 200K market cap with an amazing narrative. And let's see where they're at today. You guys know the project. Zeus.
What are they doing? Bitcoin took a little dive back, but I'm expecting to be some little fake outs in prices. Zeus is chilling at $2.5 million market cap. That's good. That's good.
That's not bad at all.
Let's see here. Screen share. Zeus. Typical. Lost meme coins.
1, 2, 3, 4,
1,
5.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sell to the T, man. 1 down, 2 down. You could have bought back if you wanted to. And look what's happening. On its way back up. Could be another 6-day buy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe sell. People take profits. Do it again. So the funny thing is, you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Drop it.
Optimus. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down. And what happened? Went back up.
That one falls to the
That's
T.
what I'm trying to tell you is it could be pulling a Optimus.
And the crazy part is, too, you always have that surprise factor that I would definitely speculate if it was me, not financial advice. If Elon tweets even a picture of this robot dog, Zeus, let alone mentions his name on a tweet, see that green candle? You're going to see that and some. I mean, this is what sent that. What sent that run? Elon tweeted a picture of his robot Optimus. He tweeted about Optimus.
Yeah.
It sent it. Optimus is smashing it.
If I was looking for position, like I'd follow this trend line. 100% follow that trend line. And it could meet on April 19th. So you see how it's bouncing on this, bouncing on this, bouncing on this, bouncing on this. It could come here, bounce one more time, could come here, bounce one more time, and go. And you know what that would be? Whoop. A bull flag. Bam. Or it could break down from here, scare everybody, just hit this trend line earlier. That'd give you an earlier position. So the difference between if it breaks down here, say Bitcoin. See, this is how you come up with game plans, peeps. So maybe you break down here, right here, and scares the living crap out of people, but it's just a trend line. So it comes down here at 21 cents. That's half off for you. And then it goes up. Or maybe it goes out here and it brings us here to scare people at 27 cents. And then boom, it goes. So I would follow. I'm looking at this trend line because this could be the coin. I think Zeus has better chances, to be honest with you. It's a lower market cap coin. It's got just as strong of a
and just and sorry to interrupt. Just like Zeus, though, I mean, if Elon tweets Optimus, bam, like that thing's gonna go.
It's gonna go too. So what I'm seeing right here, it's starting to create its own little trend line. Well, you're not going to see it on the 12-hour. You'll probably see it on the 4-hour. Yep. So it starts off here with the wick, 3422. Close enough.
With the wick down?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it tried to break it. It didn't break it. So it's created its own little trend line within the daily chart. So bam, bam. It tried to break it, but got pulled up, and then boom, took it off. So maybe it tries to do this, and the next high will be a higher low, and it tries to get over here. So that's how you want to look at it. It looks good right now. It's just following the trend line. But you won't see that on the daily. But how I knew there was a trend line was because you had an up, and then you had candles go down and bounced off somewhere. So I knew there was some type of trend line because it bounced off, and then literally the next green candle just went. So at a $2.5 million market cap, and it has just as strong as a narrative as Optimus, in my opinion, stronger because it's a dog, and we're in a dog type atmosphere, man. So I like Zeus. Got a nice bag in Zeus.
Me as well, man. I'm still all about it. And like I said, man, my notifications on for Elon, as yours should be too, because that we're seeing that be a big narrative right now. There's a bunch of people, copycats, stuff like that. But yeah, I like it, man. We got don't 8, man. These guys are raiding us.
Yeah, man. They were on Chill Tank
multiple times.
Strong community, bro.
B Roots are gonna pump our pulse bag this next bull run. You damn right he is. And the Crypto Kings. We're getting behind Pulsechain, you best believe. We're gonna open the floor for a quick. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Oh yeah, we can open it up. Pulsechain's gonna absolutely. Like, I'm gonna let y'all know, man. It's gonna become a time where B Root says goodbye. It's coming soon. Pulsechain does what we think it's going to do. Yes, it is time to back off. Will I still be on Twitter? Maybe. I might turn it into a travel channel with a little bit of crypto stuff here and there. But I won't be as full-time as I am now, for sure. So my time is
you'll be passing the torch unless I just smash it too, and I disappear too.
Torch will be passed right here, man. Get that third cycle in you. And,
oh man,
Pulsechain gang. That's right.
3 and done. MRI, MFC. Yes, sir.
I actually have another announcing gig with Brandon Allen's promotion in Louisiana, May 13th. So I'll be doing my second announcing, Black Bruce Buffer. I got to find me a coat jacket for that. Can't be wearing the same coat jacket. That ain't cool.
Nah, you got to mix it up. And I'm also going to be commentating for XMMA April 7th. And then I'll be flying home to go to the April 8th fights in Miami. So excited for that. I also got another gig coming up, Ice Wars. I'll talk more about that later. I got to wait for some things to be announced. It's going to be cool. Is Hex bullish, B Roots?
Hex bullish. Let's pull up that Hex chart. Let's see here. All right, let me show you what Hex is doing. I'll show you my game. That's not really a game plan, but just show you what's happening. Okay. Screen share?
Yep.
Hex is following a trend line. It's a forever trend line. Right now, as you can see, it's bouncing off the trend line, bouncing it, and it scares people and loses it, and everyone freaks out. Then it goes up and it hugs the trend line again, hugs the trend line, bounces off the trend line. It scared people. Now people are losing. So what I expect to happen, hug the trend line, hug the trend line, hug the trend line, bounce. One of these bounces is going to be a blow off top. I don't know what that blow off top is going to be, but my guess is this next line right here, which is the 38.2 fib and 20 cents. That'd be my guess. But right now, as you can see, all it's doing is just hugging that trend line. You can see it more on the 3-day. You could probably even see it on the weekly. Yeah. Look at all these green candles, man. It's crazy. So, yeah, I think it would be nice if we get over this area right here. So we have to get over this area right here, this little 12 to 14 cent area, as you can see, just like in Bitcoin. When I put this, I knew this thing was going to get rejected right here. What did I tell you, Ian? When I was out there, I was like, hey, man, I'm just letting you know, bro, you might want to take some profits. What happened? Ooh.
Bam.
Got rejected from that line. Now, just like Bitcoin, let me give you an example. Just like Bitcoin, it got rejected, and now it's hitting its way back up. One of those lines, remember that big green candle you saw?
Mm-hmm.
Probably going to do similar. So maybe it pops up, starts going up, and then bam, heads up to 20 cents with the Pulsechain announcement. Maybe it goes to the next level, 27 cents. We don't know. But this is getting a little frothy. A lot of green candles without no red. But it's Pulsechain time, so, you know, you're going to see this. What you don't want to see is this. And it start going down. You don't want to see that. That's not good. So it all starts off with this candle. I think if we see this candle right here, and it just stops right here, and we don't go above 9 cents for the rest of the week, that's called indecision. Don't know if you want to go down or you want to stay where we're at. I'd rather see it go up and keep hugging this candle. So I want to see this weekly close at 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock a.m. I want to see this at 10 cents, closing at 10 cents. So it can just hug this line. As long as you keep doing that every week, penny. Another week, penny. Another week, penny. Another week would be another penny. Another week, penny. And then boom. But I think Pulsechain's coming out before this week, right here. So maybe this one, you see a big, nice boom. And then whatever happens from there. But I like Hex, man. Looks good. What are you doing over there? So yeah, let's answer some questions. Anybody have any questions? Super chats come first.
Yes, they do. People don't want us to really pull up their chart. I guess not, but it's all good. Will there be 90% dump in Pulse after 3 to 5 months after launch? Possibly.
Might have 3 to 5 weeks. Hell, it might be 3 to 5 days.
Might be 3 to 5 hours. Just kidding.
There will be a pump and there will be a dump, in my opinion. And excuse me, I wouldn't say 90% dump. I like to say 85% dumps. 90% is a little too much for a coin that just came out. Anywhere from 80 to 85% is a good price. So what I like to do, say it pumps out, and let's say it goes right to, 10 cents. I mean, it's probably not going to be 10 cents, but just for numbers. It goes to 10 cents. What I'm doing is I'm taking 85% off right off the bat. And I see it starting going down. I see FUD. I see everyone complaining. Instantly, my buy orders start anywhere from 80 to 85% off. So that's what I look for. 90% are those people getting greedy, think it's going to go lower, and it doesn't go there. Goes to 10 cents. We're going to get a penny. We're going to get a penny. Penny Pulsechain. Here it comes. And then it goes to 1.5 cents. What's the difference between 1.5 cents and a penny? You ready for this? 85% and 90%. It's only a 5% difference. Why? Because it's going down. So all those people who are looking for that penny looks for that 90% dump. But really all it did was the 85% dump. So that's why I say 80 to 85%.
Here's a question for you and me. Do you think Palm is dead?
Let's start off with that one.
I don't think it's dead. It's not dead yet. but I don't know, man. Like, to be honest, me and B Roots are so checked out of Palm lately, just because of, it was just time to move on. We weren't getting communicated to, which was fine. And, I mean, it looks like Roger's not really working on stuff, and, we've kind of stepped away. I haven't sold a single Palm, 0, 100%. I can show you my wallet. Uh, it's kind of a sore subject just because of the money that I did have, and um, I wish the dev would work on the project, the ecosystem a little more. I mean, I don't know what's going on there. So I don't think it's dead. I think there's still hope. I think they need to get some VCs behind it. I think the narrative was always great. The concept was very good, but at this time, I'm just sitting back. There's no point of selling now. So, that's kind of my opinion on it, and it sucks because everyone knows that was that thing was a banger. That thing was a beast. The tokenomics made it a little different, where if you sold, and you got penalized, and now I haven't sold, so I hope it goes up. I'm not counting on it, but I really hope it does. I hope they get a VC behind it and that thing goes in the bull market. We'll find out eventually.
I've sold. I've taken some profit. um, just the way I was able to. Excuse me. I didn't fall into the love of the coin where I was like, you know what, it's going to die, or it's going to go to the moon from here. Dollar targets were given and all that stuff. It's going to start at $1 and different things like that. I wasn't trying to believe in that, but I haven't taken as many profits as I could have. But also that was a liquidity issue, so I couldn't even if I wanted to. With that, do I think it's dead now? It's struggling. It is literally like noose around the neck and tippy toes against the ledge, or heels against the ledge. I don't say tippy toes, heels against the ledge. Why do I think that? There's a reality. The community itself is breaking down. There's so much FUD out there. I just looked at I woke up this morning. The first thing I saw was not talking down on the community, but almost like there's so much FUD and there's giving reasons for why there was so much FUD. And I was just like, it's how you come out of that FUD is what matters the most. Every coin has FUD. Hex had FUD. Cardano had FUD. Bitcoin had FUD. Pulsechain is going to have FUD. Palm had FUD multiple times. Every coin, name it, it's all had FUD. But it's how you come out of that FUD is what matters the most. Solana had the most FUD there is. I still FUD Solana. But guess what? In the last 90 days, it was sitting at, let's see here. It went down to $9. And it 2x its market cap. So it's sitting at $20. So even the worst of the worst project, from the whole reason this whole thing came down, was FTX. Solana had the most FUD and bounced hard back to where it was back in November. Palm Chain hasn't done that. It's still going down. Even when the market's going up, it's going down. So the FUD is so strong that it can't even be taken back from. Like, it's just going to be hard to come back from. So you either have to do one of two things. You have to grab a new community, or you have to bring that community back in. Or what I think needs to be done. I said it a long time ago. The only way Palm wins now is if it's a VC picks it up. So is it dead? No. But it is one push away from being it, in my opinion. That's just the truth. Just because I hold the coin, I have the coin staked, I hold the coin, doesn't mean I'm not going to be real with the investment. I'm not going to fall in love. I'm just going to tell you how it is. And that is how it is.
Yeah. So we addressed that. Mouseworm in the house. Don't Ape in the house. I saw Wally with the super chat. I haven't checked their chart. I still got a moonbag in that. But yeah, man, I want you guys, we're an hour and 20 minutes into this. Check out Shield Tank tomorrow. I'm about to make the post. We're deciding we might do a rapid fire one tomorrow. So we're going to get a lot of projects on. So make sure you guys show up and show out. Last time we did that, we found Zeus and y'all didn't show up to the party and missed on some serious alpha. So just because you're not going to win $1,000 giveaway, man, I'm telling you what, the people who invested in Zeus when that thing came on, they're a lot more than $1,000. A nice 20x to be specific, at all-time highs. So guys, tune in tomorrow. I'm going to post it and, keep growing, guys. Keep growing in knowledge. Keep looking more at charts, not at fear and drama and news, and find those conviction coins, man. And check out Pulsechain. Seriously, not financial advice, but I'm new to the ecosystem. I've not sacrificed, but I'll tell you what, I got money aside to be ready to capitalize because I know what Richard Hart did with Hex. And, obviously, in my opinion, I know what he's going to do with Pulsechain and PulseX and all that ecosystem. So I'm pumped about it, man.
Yeah, man, it's coming. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time before this thing gets going crazy. So expect big things. Bitcoin, getting pushed back from 29,000. The more you touch it, the more it's going to break. So the fact that it's not like dying down and like crashing down, what I'm noticing is we're seeing elevator up, stairs down. So it's like we're going up all the floor, we're going up 10 floors, and then we take 2 stairs down 2 floors. And then we take the elevator up another 10 floors, and then we take stairs down another 4 floors. And then we go up another 10 floors. So in the end, we're just creeping up higher, higher, higher. And the bears think they're winning, but then they just get wrecked because they just elevated up. So that's what I see that's happening. I see it happening with Hex. I see it happening with Bitcoin. Not so much with Ethereum. But, it's time, peeps. We have, before you know it, another year for the halving. And then you probably have 6 months to a year of pumping then. And that's it. The rest of the time, it's just gloom and doom. So that's what it's going to be. It's a very short period of time. Don't fall for the FUD. Don't fall for the fake news. Don't fall for any of that crap because all they're doing is buying up your coins on the way up. So don't fall for it. Turn off the news. Follow only certain people that have a track record and keep winning. Don't stop searching. Keep winning.
Yes, sir. Shout out Crypto Dave for the $10 donation. Wally still fighting for that underdog spot. With that being said, guys, Shield Tank tomorrow. 12:30 Eastern. We will see you guys there. Have a blessed day. Check your followers. Make sure they bring you value and not drama. We'll see you guys soon and see you on the next episode.
Later.
So for those of you who want to make that change, you need some crypto to help you to make that green. Yo, they got to let your crypto king showing you how to invest and live your dreams. So for those of you who want to make that change, you need some crypto to help you to make that green. Yo,